Hey guys, it's your Alicia, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to Motherland Fort Salem. We're now on to episode 7, which is called Irrevocable. So we left the last episode at a pretty climactic point. Raelle seemingly has been kidnapped by the Camarilla, and it looks like they've had her on their radar potentially for a while, but you all already know if you've watched my reactions that I have a theory about why they targeted her and how they even knew about her in the first place out of all the different witches at the college. And we also have our girl Abigail out on a mission of revenge. She wants to find the person who killed Charvel, and it looks like her and Adil have found a way to do that through some type of magic that Adil knows how to do. So we're going to get to this episode, but before we do, you know the drill. If you've been here before and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you can be notified when I do more reactions to this show and other ones that are very much like it. So we would love to have you as part of the family if you're so inclined. All right, guys, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right about now. Got the blinds this time, guys. Okay.
Tally Craven is on the phone.
Well, Abigail isn't home, Claude.
She says Raelle has been kidnapped.
What? Meanwhile, back at the college, everything's falling apart.
Raelle Collar's security detail was attacked.
Calm down, girl. Breathe.
Who took her?
You know who took her. The poor biddies are like, can you calm down, please? This is our throat, too. Oh, she's probably got a whole body paralytic in her right now. Okay, how old are these computers in the background?
I've heard you have a very special gift.
Wasn't always just me and Kalita.
First date time. Oh.
We're separated.
Runes.
A tool like this to find each other. We call it a krename.
A what? That's actually really smart. Poor Charvel just being disrespected post-death like this.
To the rest of Charvel. How far?
That way.
He's like, how would I know? This thing doesn't have kilometers on it, ma'am.
We're gonna make them pay.
Hell, have no fury, my guy. Just stand behind her. You know what I'm saying? Just support her. A little earthquake to the left, earthquake to the right. Abby got a lot of rage right now.
But if you set foot outside this room, we cannot guarantee you won't be hit with an immediate attack.
And you also can't fight right now, ma'am.
We can't hold it down here in the warding circle without revealing its existence to the entire world, including the spray that attacked you.
They should see that they failed.
We can't risk exposing you.
Right? Let's take the pride down here. Not the time, ma'am.
Join the vice president in Maya, please. Tell his office I'm occupied with a classified matter.
Got it. Totally gonna sit in your chair, though. Just saying. Sitting in your chair, putting my feet on the desk. Pedro been waiting for this. Not like this. She didn't want it like this, y'all. But you know, black women in seats of power. I'm never gonna complain. Ow! Ma'am! This is not just your throat. Can you please? Little compassion.
I think the crow is.
Oh, oops! You ass. But now that she's dying, this thing should cut. It should like... Oh wow, Raelle like legit just died. Just died! Mm-hmm. Is she healing? Oh, okay, she inside the mycelium now. Woo! This looks like she in like some Marvel shit right now. Just start strumming on one of these strands like, hello.
It's triggered by death. At least we know how to get it going now.
Damn it! No, this is so horrible. This is gonna be awful for Raelle. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't want them to keep killing her over and over. No, 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 no. That was right in the boob, you son of a...
You're a feisty one, aren't you?
I really hate when men say that. It's so condescending. Kill him first, Ray Allen. Kill him slowly. Peel his skin off, maybe.
You're the witch from the party.
Yes, I am. And you're gonna lead us to the girls you took.
I did not know we could do that. I guess it's kind of what like the president does, or what Arden does, but smaller level.
Rail's been taken. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but it's
the Camarilla.
Yeah, like we've already been on this.
Your Dodgers were free.
Thank you.
Sorry. The Army's gonna have the best of the best looking for her.
Yeah, that's
What you know.
no assurance at this point because they couldn't even keep her from being kidnapped.
They're sending me back to base soon, so I'll see what I can do. But Edwin,
I'll tend to Edwin. I hear anything, I'll let you know.
She's like, there, child. I've been doing this longer than you've been breathing. Meanwhile, these two are just chilling, looking for dead people.
But in an ideal world, Alder wouldn't be sitting on her hands while the Camarilla tries to murder us in her sleep.
And it's like, isn't that your mama?
Isn't that your mom?
I believe I voted for her.
Told you, Vice President's up to some stuff, man.
Witches have like 16. Witches are all inbred, so half of them are probably her cousins.
Sadly, it's
So
true.
they're taking ours.
Hey, go find your voice somewhere else.
We have every right to be here.
Yeah, let's not pick a fight right now, Abby.
She can't do anything to me without breaking the law.
I can't.
You need to keep your little witch in line.
Okay.
She's in
The misogyny in this episode. How pacifist are we, Adil? How pacifist are we? Bitch. Touch me again. Touch me. Assault my girl in front of my face. Y'all just think as people be passive, it means that they can't do stuff, okay? That's the quiet ones you need to worry about.
If I would have just brought her when you ordered, this would be happening.
We don't know that. This is so messed up because like her mom kind of did it for the right reasons, but when you join a radical group, this is always something that you have to think of as an option, you know, that could happen. Things can go sideways.
You really love her. I do.
This love that is based on us hanging out for all of 2 weeks, but hey.
Be put to death.
Oh, sir, if you don't shut the whole hell up.
One of the master team from the turret. Oh, wait. You can't.
Bitch.
This is going to be painful.
Oh, you're such a big man. Strapping down a girl and torturing her.
I won't be the one who hurts.
This this man needs to die, and slowly. This guy cannot die quickly. Army be damned. Seriously, what is this mycelium even good for? I don't need to be Deadpool. I don't need to just keep regenerating. I need you to help me before I die. Wow, those kids are traumatized for life. This thing like, why aren't you helping me, bitch? Oh no, not that I know what you did last summer. I hate this actor. He's making me feel the ick.
You're fighting. It's not in my nature.
This is not the time to start saying things like that. Because if you lose your nerve, I might lose
It's
mine.
not about nerve, Abigail. People have belief systems.
How many thousands of years of tradition were lost when they murdered your elders? Your line ends with you. My line ends with me. And we can either lie down in the dirt and die, or we can take back all the life the Camarilla have already taken from us and live.
It's a pretty damn good speech. I can't argue that. You can tell Petra, she's heard a lot of good lectures in her life. This is hard though, because like Adil has his own principles and you can't just be forcing someone to just give those up, you know? Sir, you've been holding out.
So does that mean you're coming?
He's like, well, you challenged my manhood and everything. And also, I want to get laid again someday. Adil's cool, man. Adil cool. Them other boys in the party don't even know. But is this the same place? I mean, now they're at the same place as Adil. And Abigail. That was really extra. What happened to that nice Vulcan pinch she did the other day? We want to be calm in this situation, folks. Why is everything 100 years old? The tech is so old in here.
I can get us through. You ready?
This is gonna be noisy because y'all scaring me. Okay, it's quiet-ish. Seriously, Adil is like a Swiss Army knife. This guy is amazing. God damn. Whoa. Do not mess with the collar. You disgusting
Target practice.
pigs. Oh my God, skin them alive. Cut their penises off first.
You get them out of here. I've got this.
He's like, yes, boo. I'm about the non-violent stuff.
Nice of you to come all the way out here and let me finish the job.
No. Don't fall for that again. Girl, I need you to get out of your emotion. Okay, maybe channel the rage. Never mind. Woo! Oh God! Oh God, Abby! Oh God! Oh! Woo! No, she did not! Oh! Oh! Okay, Adil's never pissing you off. Oh, God damn! That's what I said. Adil, you hot mother. He's like, I seen you kill somebody, turn me on, baby.
I didn't know you could do that.
Hell yeah, I can.
Neither did I.
Whoa. He's like, you bring out a different side of me, girl. Oh my God, Adele's liking it. He's like, kind of like this killing. Abby created a monster. Sorry, Raelle, this was the worst episode ever for you. You didn't deserve this, girl. That son of a bitch needs to die the slowest possible way. But she's had plague before. Didn't she? Yeah, she's already touched or absorbed it before. Here we go again. Even my Salem is like, girl, we still here? I'm tired of seeing you so many times in the same day. God. That's so hard to see your child suffering, dying, and having to literally stay back. No, don't die. She's gonna be so... Oh, no, this is not the way to do this. Raelle's never gonna get over this. No. But I mean, this is what a mother would do. A mother can't. This is awful. The show is evil. Mother's ultimate sacrifice. Oh no, Raelle is not gonna be okay.
Here's my baby girl.
Oh, at least she gets to talk to her. That would have been too cruel. Thank you, mycelium, I guess?
Is that really you?
Yes. A lot of explaining. Probably not enough time.
You were gonna have a lot of questions, and I am sorry I won't be there to answer them. I need you to know, all I ever wanted was to make a world where you could be free.
Ooh. This is gonna be, this is such a mind F.
I hope one day you'll forget me.
These writers are the worst. I mean, at least you got a chance to say goodbye, but god damn. Oh, gross. Shut the door! Shut the damn door! No Rona in this house.
We can handle this from here. I'm coming.
Yeah, this is not the time. You need all the witch help you can get. Set that place on fire. Adil, do your thing.
They're never gonna stop coming after us.
I'm sorry, you heard what I said at the beginning of the episode. Shh, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. There's plague in there too, you gotta do it. I'm sorry, Adil, I'm sorry it had to be you. Send that shit to hell. I'm sorry. I know. This is a violent shove into exactly where you don't want to be, but they were gonna kill babies. I feel nothing. You better give your man a hug and a hell of a lot more than that later.
As we had feared.
Where is she?
Western Pennsylvania. Abigail called it in.
Abigail.
That's right.
How?
The asset is in good hands.
Asset. She is a person. That means nothing to you.
Cadet.
All she is to you is your precious witch bomb.
You are out of line, Chris.
Yeah, aren't you glad you ain't a biddy no more? Back up, get out the circle, and don't miss the lineup. God, man, oh man, Nicta, you are next level, girl. Nicta is relentless. We found the leak. We found the traitor. Okay, Biddy. Wow, Tally. Next level. Y'all, this just got real. Tally gave me tingles. Yes, girl. Good call on the people in the comments who said it was a biddy. Is Nick gonna come after Tally now, though? Because that would be bad. Well, here's another awkward conversation that has to happen.
You're safe now.
That's not what I want to talk to you about. I know I'm safe. We need to talk about how you knew my mama was alive all this time and didn't tell me. This ain't going to the reunion that you thought it was going to be, Miss. It's not going to be the reunion you thought it was going to be, Miss Scylla. You got some splaining to do. That was the latest episode of the, Motherland Fort Salem, and that was good. That was, they just raising the stakes episode after episode. I'm legit upset that we only have 3 more episodes this season because there's so much that is starting to stir up here, and man, the military is not in a good place. Oh gosh, where do we start here? Let me talk first about Abigail and Adil, because I think this was a very interesting moral issue that they touched on with him and this whole situation. Hilarious. I didn't realize we were going to go this way in the episode, but remember I said at the beginning of the episode that the dude who's doing all the cutting is the creepy Dr. Giggles mother. I said, like, Anacostia fought him. She could have, and sadly probably should have, killed him. Again, it's not to say that the work would have stopped. I mean, clearly the Camarilla are bigger than just that guy, but when you fight a war with people who are willing to do as much as killing children, but not before torturing them first, cutting cutting the vocal cords out of a live person, like, nah, fam. Some people don't need to be on this planet. The Camarilla would be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who would sit back and think that it's okay to torture and kill children, bye, you don't need to be on this planet anymore. Sayonara. But yes, I understand they're military and, you know, technically you're supposed to bring justice to people like this, but when you got people who are playing dirty like this, you can't play by normal rules. And yeah, as we saw, Abigail was done. She's frustrated, she's scared, she hates feeling helpless, and the fact that, again, the psychological warfare that they were playing with her using Charvel's vocal cords was really like the tipping point for her, and like she was out for blood regardless. She was going to do something. She was going to hurt somebody, whether Adil was going to be with her or not. But the interesting side of it is, of course, last episode we saw Adil tell the other suitors that his people, the Tarim, are pacifists. They don't use their abilities to hurt people. They genuinely just kind of lived out in their little hipster world where they were just like making love and reading stories and chilling until all this stuff happened. The interesting thing about pacifism is that sometimes if it's taken a little too extremely, it causes a lot of repression. Right? Because a lot of people think that being a pacifist means that you never feel negative emotions or that you shouldn't allow that to happen. And I personally don't think that that's right. We're human. We all have negative emotions of some kind, and anger, pain, vengeance. Vengeance is not one you should stew in, but you get my point. Like, you should be able to go through your full spectrum of emotions. To me, what a pacifist should mean is that you don't necessarily actively seek war. I think that is a good thing, but that does not mean that you don't have all these emotions and that you shouldn't sometimes just allow them to channel through you when you're experiencing them. And I think, unfortunately, Adil, between the pressure of being a leader in his community and, of course, the cultural norms, he maybe felt like he couldn't ever express when he was feeling those negative emotions. And the issue with that is when you repress, when those emotions come out, they come out like a pressure cooker losing its lid. Like it's violent, it's usually very excessive. And we saw there that when, of course, he wasn't bothered by those ignorants at the bar who were saying a bunch of things about the military, he got mad when they basically came up and, first of all, insulted his woman, and then just punched him thinking, what you gonna do, right? We've all seen those bullies like, oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Adil's had a hell of a week, okay? He's had a hell of a month. His people have almost been wiped out. He got attacked. Him and his sister got attacked on a train. His sister off somewhere else right now. His girlfriend's going off the rails. He'd had enough. He'd had enough. That man, I mean, he didn't just punch him. He used some magic behind that punch. That boy probably still trying to figure out where all his teeth are. But you get my point. Like, that repression was there. And like he said, it kind of affected him at first when he got to the site. And of course, poor Abigail was like, I was saying in the episode, but I didn't want to talk over what they were saying too much. On the one hand, Abigail should have like understood, and I suppose if she wasn't in that particular situation and mindset, she would have understood that you can't just ask someone to drop all their beliefs in a minute. Like, yeah, I know your whole life you've been like anti-war and killing, but I need you to totally turn into a death machine now. Can you do that for me? Not realistic, right? But at the same time, she had very valid points in her speech. I really could not poke holes in it. She's like, we're the last of our line, boo. Like, there's nothing left here. If we don't do something, we gonna get wiped out, and that's gonna be the end of it. And are you okay with that? And clearly, deep down, Adil was not. He was not okay with sitting back and allowing this to happen. And personally, I don't think pacifism should also include not defending yourself or the people that you love, especially when it's a direct threat to your life. And in this case, the Camarilla are just that, right? So I don't know. I'm hoping that Adil will be able to make that reasoning once it kind of settles in what he did. But it just kind of sucks that he got thrown into it quite so. Because I thought at first, okay, fine. You punched the guy. That's not a big deal. But when he went into the facility and he literally crumpled that man like paper. First of all, hot. But second of all, you know, the look on his face is what told me, ooh, okay, you've been repressing some stuff, because you know he had no regrets. He does not regret killing at least that man, because that man was about to hurt his baby. But also, he was tired. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of this likely very angry repression that he's had for a long time kind of came through, and it felt good. Like, again, I don't think he enjoyed killing the man so much as allowing those repressed feelings to come out. Woo! And I mean, we just got to touch on it because in that scene, my God, Abigail literally blew that man's face. Oh, that was hot. We've seen some cool witch effects this year, man. The effects are cool this year. Do not mess with the bellwether, y'all. She like, I may not be able to create a storm like my ancestors, but I will literally peel your skin off your body. They need to do that to every single person. Flay everybody. I'm flay. Flay everybody. You hear me? But yes, digressing. Yeah, poor Adil. We'll have to see how it goes. But if you, like, when I said a couple episodes ago that him and Abigail are sealed through their shared trauma, like, this is gonna make it deep. Like, they gotta get married now. You know what I'm saying? Damn what her mama or her daddies think. This is the man. She gotta make babies with this man, period. But also because his skills, y'all. Adil can hide you. Adil can make a map out of sand after he sat there and scoped the place. Adil can break down walls like into sand like it's just a magic trick. Adil can crumple a man like paper. Adil can sink a whole That man is... Y'all been sleeping on the trim. Pacifist my ass. But anyways, it was hot. I'm like, girl, Abigail ain't never looking at none of them high Atlantic boys again, because this is the real McCoy right here. As far as poor Raelle, oh my God, my heart went out for her. I felt so bad for her. It sucks, like, to be tortured, and she was killed like 4 times this episode. That's horrible. She gonna have some trauma about that. Obviously, that is the downside. The trauma, the pain, the PTSD she's gonna have from all that. But I think it's going to help her to harden up in a certain way. Like, not that she was ever soft, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she's been a little bit passive about this new power. And now that she's had to go through this and realizes that if the Camarilla ever get a hand on her again, they're going to do this again. I think it's going to put a real fire under her to really start figuring out how to work with the mycelium. Because before you saw she was very passive with it. She really didn't want to use it for nothing. But when she kept dying and talking to it, which apparently is the only time she can talk to it, which is messed up, it kept saying, like, you don't seek power and that's why I'm here. And I'm like, that makes sense. And I thought about that a while back. I'm like, why would it choose Raelle if other people have come to it for years? It sensed something in Raelle, and I guess it's the fact that she's not going to get power hungry with it. And so the point is, I don't think Raelle's been actively trying to figure out what's going on in the mycelium or work with it, but now I think she's going to have that motivation because she's not going to want to become a death guinea pig again. Oh, what happened with her mom was just heartbreaking. These writers are so mean. That is so cruel. Like, if it isn't bad enough for you to find out your mother lied to you about dying for years, she dies for you. She dies for you, and it's like, oh. The complex emotions Raelle's gonna have to process once they deal with this immediate threat is going to be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be dealing with, of course, the lies, the anger over what her mom did, but then also the guilt that her mother had to sacrifice her life for her like that, even though it's not her fault. But you get my point. Like, it's gonna be a lot for her to process, and the writers having her go out like that was, I understand it in a way in that it allows, that's kind of like the ultimate, you kind of have to forgive me act, right, for lying to you about dying, because I kind of like sacrificed my life for you. Yeah. Kind of hard to hate someone forever when they've done that, but again, it's also just the very natural maternal thing to do. I don't know a mother out there who genuinely loves her child who would not take a absolutely life-ending disease away from their child if they could. Like, mothers, that's what moms do, and that's what was so touching to me about that scene. And of course, she's a healer, so just the double whammy of her using that skill that's so rare in their bloodline to save Raelle and know that it was like going to be her last act. Like, that was really beautiful in of itself, but very sad. And like I said, it's going to be very traumatic for Raelle to have to process when she has to do it. But interesting that the mycelium allowed her to talk to her, or I don't know if it was it had to be the mycelium, right? Yeah, I guess they connected through the virus. But I'm also wondering, like, because Raelle did take the virus on before when she took it out of Kalita, right? Someone said that in my comments, so I would have thought that it would have adapted. But I don't know, maybe it has, and maybe it eventually would have pushed the virus out. But yeah, unfortunately, her mama wasn't about to wait to see if that was the case, and I don't think she understands what's going on with the mycelium right now either. So, such a sad moment. It really was, honestly. I feel so bad for Raelle and what she's gonna have to process. And of course, now Scylla's here, and Scylla, like I said, she's gonna have a lot of explaining to do as well to Raelle about, hi, I've known your mom's been alive this whole time and I had to lie to you, and now, like, I'm the only person who can give you any insight into her. Like, that's a really awkward place to be in. Yeah, we've got all that, but at least now the Alder situation is on pause, most likely, because some of you in my comments very brilliantly pointed out that it had to be a biddy. That would be the only way they'd be able to see what was going on with Alder and have that connection to her. So very interesting that we had a biddy who hated Alder enough to turn on her like that. Nycta's mist is strong, man. She really knows how to get people under her wing. And yeah, like, to be able to do that to someone who was willing to sacrifice himself for but even these people, they had to torture that witch back at wherever they were, because everything she's doing is like, there's a witch over here suffering to make Alder suffer. Like, these people are down for the cause, y'all. Like, I don't know nothing that I believe in enough to be going through all that. It's just to hurt somebody else, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But Nycta, woo, that girl has hell hath no fury. That woman's got so much rage for this woman. But wow, Tally being there, doing her thing, that Tally really showed out in this episode. I gotta say, she's leveling up. My girl Raelle's leveled up. Abigail, I feel like we're still gonna have something with Abigail, because while, I mean, I'm loving the fact that she's owning her path and owning what she wants to do, like, that's all amazing for her, but I kind of want to see her level up too. We haven't really seen that outside of her just about screaming her throat out. Yeah, this was a hell of an episode. We got a lot going on, as I said. A lot of things are starting to spin up here. Yeah, I don't know, guys. With 3 episodes left, I really have no idea where we're going to go with this. I don't know how this, I can't see a clear path to how this is going to benefit our witches right now. Because even the public is starting to turn against the witches as well. So it's becoming quite a precarious place to be for all of our people. And I'm really excited to see kind of where we think the next path is going to lead. So I enjoyed this episode a lot, as I mentioned, guys. If you enjoyed watching along with me, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. And we will see you in the next episode.